Okay, right after we've had sex, obviously. I think
Okay.
because you share the most bone. I've always thought that your ass was quite.
Really? Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Frida Tate, aka Dark Chocolate, and this is my husband James.
Okay.
So in today's video we are playing couples challenge, where we'll be asking each other questions and we'll see how this goes. So I brought him so I could roast him, see what he thinks about me.
Okay.
No, I'm not serious. I didn't bring you here to roast you. Okay? So, to get into the video, I think I'm going to start by asking the question to James. So, James...
I already can read it, so I've had a...
Oh, okay,
But
well,
ask
why
the
won't you
question.
let me ask the question?
Ask the question.
Okay. What do you think is my sexiest quality?
Okay, I'm divided, and the honest answer is you have...
Okay, I'm not going to look at you so that you can...
Your pretty face.
Okay.
And you have a nice bum. I've always thought that your ass was quite...
Really?
Quite-
Did you have to say that to the whole world?
But it's true.
Oh.
So that's the honest answer.
Okay, that's okay. Well, that's how you feel, so... All right, well, that's good. So I am going to answer the same question. Yeah.
So what do you think is my sexiest quality?
Well, you're handsome. I love your height.
Ah, okay.
And yeah, there's a lot of things that I can't actually say to the world. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
All right, thanks. Hon.
All right. Go ahead and ask the question.
Okay, so now the first question for you is, why are you in my life?
Why are you in my life?
You know, I'm going to help answer this one too.
Well, you don't have to help me.
Okay,
Well, like if you were going to answer that question, you were going to say why I am in your life.
And there's, at the same time, we can say, why aren't we in each other's
This
life?
life, yeah.
So I just realized that as I was reading the question.
Yeah, so go ahead. You can start.
Well, it's a mutual thing.
Yeah?
I didn't want to go through life alone. And, you know, I have my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I may have thought more highly of myself in the past than I do now. But I felt like I deserved someone to share my life with me and me to share my life with them.
Yeah, but that could be anybody. Now, we are talking specifically me.
So,
What?
then I wanted someone that I thought would make me feel special and that I would always love them. And that's you.
Okay. All right. So now, to answer that question, it's similar to what you have. I always wanted someone that would make me feel special. And so I feel that, it is you. Besides, if you are not in my life, what am I going to do with 5 kids?
We've got that's your people that you go to church with. They have a saying that 3 cords are stronger together than 2.
Yeah.
And I'm one cord, you're the other cord. Maybe the kids are the third cord, but I know it's God is supposed to be one of the cords. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So the second question what are you hesitant to tell me?
Oh. Criticisms, I guess, like sometimes if I might think that you're being a certain way, but I hesitate because who am I to criticize someone else? You know, if I take some time and give it a little more consideration, and maybe the thing that you say right off the bat isn't the thing that you would say later on. You know how sometimes somebody says something to you,
Yeah.
and you think of a really good comeback, right?
Yeah.
But you don't think of the good comeback until like a couple of hours later. So sometimes hesitation is good.
Yeah, I guess so. If you look at it that way, yeah. Now, what am I hesitant to tell you? I'm not hesitant to ask for money, that's for sure.
Okay. Okay. But we share.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We
Yeah.
Our situation we share. I think we do a pretty good job of sharing.
Yeah. Well, I am hesitant to tell you that that's a hard one. Usually,
It is, right? It's your,
yeah.
Didn't you write this question a while? So you
Yeah,
have the answer.
because usually when there's something wrong, there's something that I don't feel comfortable with,
straightforward.
I bring it up right away.
So I'm going to
So-
even say the answer to this question is it's maybe not applicable because you're not hesitancy isn't part of your character.
Yeah,
And we've been married for 16 years, and I think I can say that with confidence that
Yeah.
you're not a hesitator.
that's true. So yeah, this question I'll pass.
So we're doing pretty good so far,
Yeah.
don't you think? This is totally not rehearsed. We're just maybe there's going to be some editing of this, but this is it. This is a real back and forth.
Yeah. So the third question, go ahead.
When did you know that I loved you?
When did I know? It's been a while. We've been married for a long time, so
But it should have been, I think, early on.
yeah. Yeah, there was a time when you said, "Oh, I love you." And I said, "Thank you." I did not say, "I love you too," but I said, "Thank you." And then you followed it up with the question, "Oh, but do you love me?" Then I was like,
Because I wanted to know.
yeah.
So
I
if
said,
I didn't want to know that bad, that must mean that you realized I loved you.
yeah. So I said, you know what? I like you. I'm not going to say I love you, just because you told me that you love me, but I'll wait until, I can say that I love you on my own. So in that moment, I did realize that, oh, this guy must love me. So yeah, so from there, I think that's when I realized that you love me.
Now 16 years. That's got to count. That's a testament.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I'm here, right?
It stands as a fact. We're both here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Now,
if I asked you the same question,
okay.
when did you realize that I loved you?
Okay, there's two things. One, with your family, when we told them of our intentions that we were going to get married. And I remember this clear as a bell, and your older sister, Dinus, was like, no, it's too soon.
Yeah.
And then I didn't handle that the greatest. I got whatever. But you were on my side. So you were the same way. You wanted to get married too. So to me, it meant something because that was your family and your own sister. But you were, I don't know the words, but you were taking my side.
Yeah. Well, I brought you to my family, so how could I turn against you?
In the Bible, they say cleave unto.
Yeah.
Right? Unto the heart. And that's what you did. You cleaved unto me.
Yes. So, when do you feel the close?
Then there was the other thing too. That's one of the first ones. When we got married, and then that guy that was doing the ceremony, and he stamped the thing or something. I remember we were there, and then he was saying like, this is the international. It doesn't matter where you are, and so you can't just run off and what. And then you said, yeah. And I was like, there. Then she doesn't want me running off.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the guy said, oh, we have reached the point of no return. So.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So the next question, and this is question number 3.
Yes.
When do you feel the closest to me?
When the closest? Okay, right after we've had sex, obviously. I think
Okay.
because you share the moment, and it's not just personal intimacy; it's physical intimacy as well.
Okay.
You know, sometimes if we're mad at each other, if we haven't been getting along, and you know how, then we have our time together. And then afterwards, there's a renewal of the closeness. You know, and that's a genuine thing. So that's my answer. That's what I have to say.
All right. So if I had to answer the same question, it's very similar to your answer. I feel the closest when we are having sex.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the same. Or
Because
maybe while we're
that's-
doing it or right after. Then I'm more
Yeah,
like
well-
the woman. Because
Well,
I thought
in
women
the-
were the ones. They felt close afterwards in the afterglow.
Okay, you've never been a woman, so how do you
I
know
don't
that?
know, but that's how I feel, and I thought maybe that was the same for you. But
Yeah.
for you, is
beca-
it while or is it right after?
Yeah, well, you know, in that moment, while we're doing it,
So that's more like the guy
Yeah.
attitude. Because I figure that's the kind of thing guys you'd expect.
and then right after, so like it's part of the moment,
Okay,
right?
Okay.
So
No, I'm gonna.
it's
You're
that's
agreeing
the
with
closest.
me, and I agree with you.
That's the closest that you can never get to each other,
Yes.
right? I know as a married couple, we are close, but then in that moment we are like really close.
Okay. Okay. Now I get to ask the next one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. One experience you wish we never shared.
Okay, one experience that actually got me mad or freaked out or is when we had gone to look at the house that we were wanting to buy, and you insisted on driving on snow because we were in the we were
Jeep.
in the 4-wheel drive,
The Jeep.
and you thought
Cherokee.
that we know we couldn't get stuck.
We've got four-wheel drive, and we got stuck.
and we got stuck.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
And that was in
And
the
then
winter time. And the
it
digging.
was in winter, and then we spent hours inside the house while we waited for a tow truck.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Okay, now my answer, this is the one.
Okay.
Because I know the one experience that I wish that we never shared, the entire drama episode that we had that involved us and Barbara and Hermes.
Oh yeah, and we ended up in Congo.
Okay,
Yeah. Why did I totally forgot about that experience? All right, so we continue with our game.
All right.
Is it your turn or mine?
I
Yeah.
can-
Question 4.
for some reason.
If for some reason I lost my memory, what's the first thing you would tell me about us?
I would probably look. I would go at the first things that I can remember about you, like maybe like meeting you, maybe calling from Canada. You know, that depends on how much of your memory is missing. It's hard to say.
Okay.
Are you expecting to lose your memory? Or I hope.
Well, I hope not. But you know, things do happen in the world, so.
One of my favorite authors is a science fiction author named Philip K. Dick, and a lot of his novels they involve memory, or the absence of a memory, or the issue or unreliability of your own memory. So that's something, man. You know, and people do get that, right? When they get older,
Yeah.
it does happen.
Hopefully
Okay,
that
so
happens when I get old.
How about me?
So, if
I remember my memory. I think I have to be pretty far gone. I didn't remember like just stuff, but you could tell me.
I would tell you, what would I tell you about us? Well, there's a lot of things that I could tell you, but one of the things is, you know, our wedding, when we got married, when we, all right. So,
What are 3 happy moments we shared together?
well, one of them, you know, I don't know if I should put this as one or 5 different occasions. But
I was going to say something. Something
yeah,
like this.
but the birth of our, then number 2 would be, I think after we got married and I went to Canada and we went to Miami. That was
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
That was nice.
There's that one picture we took. We were standing on the bridge, and I was like pointing it.
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah. And the third would be, I think that's related to the birth of our children as well. And yeah, I think when we bought our first house, that was nice. We
Yes.
moved from the apartment and into our house. That was really nice. So, yeah.
And that was one of them, for sure. One happy one. I remember we'd been looking at a few different houses, and it was nice. But we went into the house that we ended up getting, and I just remember like the smile on your face and the excitement that how happy you were, and that was just nice. Made me feel good because I was like, well, you know, I'm a dentist. We can afford this house, no problem, and she loves it, and I liked it too. The location was pretty good, so that was one. Another happy moment: the birth of Chi Chi, our first kid.
Yeah.
You know, and then they put her in my hands, right? And I never held, especially my own baby. And for me, because I was adopted, that was the first person in my life that I ever met. Was
That's
through them
related
being
to
born
you.
when we were there at the hospital. That's 2. Another one, maybe one of our trips. Our trip to Cape Town was pretty nice. That's definitely. There's some moments in there. Our trip, I think the Dominican Republic was nice also. And then we went to Cancun. And I think that was pretty good too. So, you know, I would say like a composite one then, the trips that we take together, that we've taken. Yeah, it's even that one, I guess.
All right. So, I think I'm gonna ask the final question on my pile here. Why do you love me?
Because, in all honesty, you are a beautiful person on the inside and the outside. Not perfect, not perfection, because we're just human, right? Everybody has their character. A diamond, a natural diamond is a beautiful thing, but it has
Yeah.
Each
It has
diamond is
some
unique.
imperfection, yeah.
Each diamond's unique, and you're kind of like my diamond.
Aww.
And there's your looks, like 16 years of being married, and you still have, I like to look at your face. Sometimes I just look, and I still have it's a pleasant reaction.
Okay.
And then on the inside, I mean, like you can be tough, right? Maybe sometimes we spark against each other, but you have admirable, I honestly, the things like a strength. I know some.
All right. You want me to answer that question as well? Why do I love you?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, perhaps I will answer this question by taking you back to the first answer that I gave you when you asked why I'm in your life. I said you are handsome, you are, yeah, so I love your height. I love that I know you're for the kids, and sometimes I'm so hard on you for, you know, spoiling the kids by buying them things and whatnot. Yeah, treats. Yeah. But I think, well, deep inside my heart, I feel that you are a good dad to my kids. So, yeah.
Well, you know, it's the intention, right? Everything's kind of mixed.
Yeah.
There's the good and the bad, and you know, you're giving them treats and maybe they're getting spoiled, but at the same time, that's me. I can't help it. It's my nature. I express, you know, if I'm not the most emotional person, then I can give somebody a thing as an expression of my feelings. And so for my kids, I give them. It's hard not to.
And I love the fact that you trust me. I know sometimes, you know, it gets annoying. I will explain that, but it's like when you want me to do everything because you really trust that I'm going to do it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Then it's like, okay, why can't you just do it? Because, sometimes that could be, you know.
What you're saying, you love that I have so much confidence in your ability.
Yeah.
Because I do. That's right. I'm not going to contradict you. You're right. I have confidence.
Yeah.
You've displayed. You're competent. You're highly. When we're driving on the road and you're alert, you can spot window shoppers or whatever. You're, you know, the bringing the car back from Tanzania.
Yeah.
When we bought that BMW and we shipped it, and you told me the story of what you had to go through, and that, wow, that's pretty. You were with your sister, but still, right? That's competent. That's someone getting the vehicles through all that hassle that came up in Namibia when we first moved over here, and that was mostly you. You have, and the trip to South Africa, you're almost like limitless drive, and the paperwork and the hoops, and you know, me getting license and all the different things that we had to pull together.
Getting the kids Zambian passports.
And then on the fly, while we were at the Namibian border with South Africa, when we hit that snag, and then you coordinated with the people back here over the phone to get to make it happen, to get us over the border so that we could go to Cape Town. So of course I've got. How could I not? If I didn't have confidence in your competence and your forcefulness, your dynamism, I'd be wrong, right? I would be wrong. I'd have to be blind
but
not
sometimes it annoys me because then
you're a victim of your own success.
Because sometimes you're like, I'm like, okay, is he taking me for granted? Is he taking advantage of my, you know, my competence, my, you know, so he's just, you know, gonna be lazy and not do anything, you know, just because I am there to take care of everything.
Yeah, well, You know, there's that thing when you've got some sort of a super duper all-purpose tool, and then you get reliant on it because it can just about do anything. So that's the natural thing.
Yeah, right.
That's the consequence.
Okay. So, the next question.
I'll ask you, what would you like for us for the future? Did you life or like?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I want. Like.
Life for us for the future.
For the future, I would like for you to do a little bit more, like rather than just relying on that universal tool that does everything.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so I want you to take up some of the things that, yeah.
So what would that's the one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I would like for us for the future, you might get a different spin on this now because, I think that what I wanted to say was that we've had the 16 years together that we've had, and I would like for more. The way it's been, for it to continue. Get back. We kind of pushed, like we've done some things, we've achieved, we've had a build up in our lives, and maybe now that we would reach like a plateau and we kind of coast for a while. But to have a nice long time for that, just to coast along, and what we get is what God will send us, but that what we can hope for, that's if I could have what I wanted, that's what I would want.
All right, that sounds good. Yeah, so I guess we come to the end of this video. Is there anything else that you want to say to the viewers?
I would give you a line about subscribe, and if you like,
yeah, go ahead.
But I don't know the words. That's your line.
James, you've only heard those words like 100,000 times.
Well, a few times, anyways.
Well, a few times. So, yeah. So, if you guys like our video,
There it is.
please comment and please subscribe to our channel and share. And we look forward to seeing you guys again next time. All right. So, for today, we'll see you next time. Peace out.